feel like a lot of people get into education because either they did well as a student in school and they were like, well, I'm good at school, I'll just keep sticking with school, or they get into it thinking that that's where their passions are, and they find out that either it's not what they thought it was, or it's a different from the teacher perspective. I know you work with a lot of schools. Subtle plug, if any schools out there need somebody, Rocky's your boy.
Yeah, so I think what you described is a lot of folks end up in the education sector because of passion and intent, not because of skill. I'm not saying they are not skilled. I'm saying it is intention, reason, motivation that drives our decision making. The decision for any profession outside of money being made, every decision for our profession is driven by intention, reason, motivation. There is something that we enjoy that drives us to do that, whether we think we're good at it or not. What happens though is like culturally, I think we made a shift, and by shift meaning like in the last probably, let's call it 50 or 60 years, where we have associated our strengths with our abilities, and our abilities to our profession, and our profession to our value. So if I say, Tyler, what's one of your strengths? You say my arms. I say, great. Your arms are one of your strongest part of your body. You say, yes. I say, awesome. And I say, so what do? You do not say, I arms. You can punch, push, hug, pull, kill. You can do a lot of things with strong arms. Armsing is not one of them. So what happens is though, is we associate our intent and our reason with what we assume is our strength, which we assume is the what, not the how. And now all of a sudden we find ourselves in a position where expectations are not met. It's not what I thought. Do I really enjoy it? Can I really do it? Do I have the right skills? Well, we don't turn the equation around and start with our intent and our reason, knowing then how. The great thing about education is that your teachers, you have a whole bunch of them and they all do things differently and they all have different strengths and they all connect different and they teach different and they learn. That's what education is. It should be a marriage of all of those collectives together doing each what they do best in order to provide an experience you can't have anybody else except for school. That's why school exists. Except though, I think we've flipped the equation. I think it's from, I thought it would be this out of my intention. No one fostered in the prep of my education for me to understand what makes me unique and what I bring to the table to be an effective educator. And that will then be fostered in a system that I don't have to fall in line with a worksheet. I fall in line with my humanity that allows me to make connection with other students. And therefore we create an experience, I think, around what we hope education would be to begin with.